it's not easy to get in momentum again, but it's necessary and I have to do it. Hi, this is Lane, and I just wanted to take a few minutes to talk about momentum and how to gain momentum. And actually, it's an evolution of stuff. The first thing you have to do is to create energy. And yes, I say create energy because we don't have energy. It's like an energy plant doesn't have energy, it creates energy. And yeah, you just have to think about a windmill, a watermill. By movement, they create energy, and that's the same for us. So when we move, we create energy. And it's especially when you're working from home and you sit the whole day. And I know how it is when you're working on your own business or you're creating something, or it's so tempting to just stay seated behind your desk and work because you're in focus or like so involved in what you're doing, and you don't take enough time to move. And I found a series of very short exercises that give you instant energy, and it's called the Egoscue Method. It was actually during a challenge from Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi that we were introduced to it, and I thought it was brilliant. It's like doing a running man, like pretending you're running for half a minute, and then changing legs and do it again for another half minute. So in 1 minute, you create so much energy in your body that you can go on for the next couple of hours. And actually, this energy you need to be able to come up with things and to carry things through, finish projects, stuff like that. It's much more easy to be positive when you are full of energy. You know, when you're like down on energy, your shoulders hang and your head is slightly bent and your whole body is like cringed. And when you have energy, you're like open and you can receive much more inspiration and you can focus much more. So energy is the first ingredient of momentum. And then when you have enough energy, when you created enough energy, you just keep repeating the same things. So the things you need to do. And one of those things that I need to do is come on YouTube and just share my thoughts with you. And so I was doing very good, and then one thing happens and everything just fades away. Remember that I started my Familiar Faces project, and thing is that my phone went dead on me, and I have this spare phone that was lying around here, but the camera is broken. So I did receive my phone back after 3 weeks, and then 1 week later it was dead again. So it's a way for restoration again, like I think it's the 3rd week already. And so I couldn't record the Familiar Faces the way I did it before, and I just didn't take the time to figure something else out to just carry on with the Familiar Faces. And then I felt like a bit down, and I didn't record any other videos either. So you have all these good intentions and you're on a roll, and then suddenly something happens and you have to be resilient, and I wasn't. And so I'm going to figure things out, and I'm going to start my Familiar Faces project again this week. And I don't know yet how I'm going to do it, but no worries, it's going to be okay. And also, when you are doing things on a regular basis, like recording these videos, doing podcasts, writing blogs, stuff like that, then it's very easy to keep on going. But starting something is much more difficult, because you have to each time convince yourself to do it, because it's still scary for me to come online and say what I have to say. But when I'm on a roll, when I'm in momentum, I think I just don't care. I have things to say, so I just say them. And if people don't want to look at me, listen to me, then they don't. So as a recap or a conclusion, you can say that there are 4 ingredients to momentum. And the first one is energy. You have to create your own energy to be able to focus, to be able to get inspiration, get inspired by all sorts of things. So energy is the first one. The second one is you have to start, because without starting, without you taking action, momentum cannot be created. And then the third thing is you have to keep going. You have to make it a habit. And when it's a habit, then momentum starts. It kicks in. And the fourth thing is, and that is maybe the most important thing, because when you're on a roll, you're okay and you feel good, and things just start to happen. But then when something is interrupting, you have to be resilient and you have to be resourceful in order to just keep your momentum. And the biggest thing I learned is that starting is much more difficult than keep doing things. So that's what I wanted to share with you today.